blows and the world turns, I know that I've got my footing. I found a solid ground in you as I follow in your footsteps. I know where my help is coming from. No matter the storm, just like Peter to
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. So it is Friday night, and I am back today to share my thoughts on balancing a relationship with a lifestyle of minimalism. And this is something that I had told you guys I wanted to share and talk about. So I hope you all are having a good day, a good start to your weekend. I got a busy day tomorrow. My granddaughters will be here tomorrow afternoon about 2. So I got a lot of running around to do because I'm going to be cooking for the holidays. So family, my children are going to be here and my grandchildren are going to be here. So I'm going to be doing cooking for the Christmas holiday. And I am not up to it, but I'm going to do it. And I got to get out and run around and get a lot of things that I need. So hope you guys will have a great holiday no matter what you do. I'm changing in the way that I like to celebrate, but you know, my children will be here. My daughter and my granddaughter who lives in DC will be here. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cook for them. So yeah. But anyway, I'm laying back here in the bedroom tonight and I thought I'd come and just share my thoughts, kind of relax, share my thoughts on how to balance a relationship with a lifestyle of minimalism. And it is tricky. Let me say that. One thing I should say regarding that is that you have to respect the fact that you guys are individuals. So if you're dating someone or you're married to someone that is not a minimalist or someone that is even interested in that, there is a balance that has to take place. So we can't expect people to be like we are. And on the flip side of that, people have to accept you and can't expect you to be the way that they are. Sometimes these things might take place prior to getting together so that person knows who you are. But if this is something that happened while you were together, your mind shifted and you changed your lifestyle, then that's when it can get a little tricky because your partner is probably used to you being a certain way, living a certain lifestyle, and then all of a sudden one day you change and you decide that you want to downsize, you want to get rid of things, you want to budget better, you want to be more mindful of the things that are happening in your space and what you're bringing into the home and a lot of things. And so that can create, you know, a little unbalance in the home. So I think the first thing is important is to sit down and talk about it and to share your thoughts on why you feel the way you do and why you're wanting to change. I think you owe that partner, you know, that much to share what's going on in your mind that has created change in you. If this is something that took place prior to you getting with a partner, then that person knows what they're getting to. So it's important that you have a conversation about your life and why you feel the way you feel. I will say that a lot of times I get things like, because y'all know I'm not married, I date, and I get things like, you're different, you're easy, and I think that feels good now. But to say if I was married to someone and I lived this life and I wasn't into spending and buying all of these things, then depending on the partner, it could be a problem because maybe they, wouldn't like the things that I like. So I feel like it's important that you have your space where you can create for yourself. And in that space will be your safe haven for you to be able to go and shut out the chaos. And having that conversation with your partner, I think if someone you're seeing or you're married to really loves you, I think they will be willing to work with you and balance out those problem areas, like maybe being a little bit more tidy, understanding you if you don't want to overspend, especially when it comes to holidays and buying gifts and things of that nature, or just being a little bit more organized around the home. It's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing like having a neat and organized home. So who would be against that? I don't feel that that would be something that the person should feel is a problem, as long as you're not fanatic about that person and how they keep things. I think everybody, to a certain degree, in relationships or whatever, just even in your own personal life, desire to have an organized home, a clean home, a neat home. But I think sometimes with minimalism, I think a lot of times people think that it's to a fault, that it is overbearing. And in some cases, it probably can be. But I think that there could be a balance created where you guys can work together to understand the needs of one another, and that when you love that person, that you're going to do things to make sure that you're trying to satisfy that person, and you don't want to do anything that's going to make them uncomfortable or feel that you don't care about their thoughts and their feelings and regarding the things that they like. And I think it's okay for you to understand that a person may not be willing to part with things that they have. So the most important thing is what's bringing you peace in your space. Start with your stuff and making sure it's the way that you want it to be. And maybe you can have a conversation about why you have this garage full of fishing rods that you never use. But I think to start trying to get rid of things, especially when they don't belong to you, would be a little bit out of line. So having a conversation and encouraging that person to think about the space that they have and the other things that they could do with that space if they weren't hoarding things that they never use. Because I think it's important for people to understand that if you have spaces in your home or wherever, your car, whatever, storage, that full of things that you never utilize, you never use, what is the purpose of them? If it's not sentimental, because I always have to say that sometimes people keep things because they have sentimental value. Maybe it was something that someone you love owned and you just want to keep it. I did inherit a lot of my father's hats. I'm a hat girl myself, and my father was a hat, he loved his hats. And I think when I went to visit my stepmom, she gave me probably about 8 hats of my dad's. And will I wear them all? No, I probably won't. There are certain ones that I do wear, but I'm keeping them all because they're sentimental. And it's things like that. So what I decided is that I got to find me a little storage container that they will fit well in so that I can tuck them away. And if I want to take them out just to look at them, to reminisce about the times that my father wore them or try them on myself, then I can have that. But they're tucked away neatly. They're not disrupting space in my home. So I think that's important. So when you have a partner, those are the types of things that you talk over with them, how to keep that space clutter-free, and finding space for things mutually that will be able to house things that are not being used. So it can be tricky, but I think if you love one another, it can be worked out. So I wanted to share my thoughts on that because it's important, because, this change that I found myself in has created so much peace in me, just ridding myself of unnecessary things. And I'm a work in progress still. I'm not gonna lie, because you will be tempted. You'll go out, you'll see things, and you'll want things. And I get tempted sometimes to want to spend money. Where was I? I'm trying to think. I was out somewhere recently this week, and I was looking at some shoes, and then I saw some jeans, and I ended up in the dressing room, and I was in the dressing room just looking at myself in these jeans, and I said, what am I doing? I don't need jeans. So I took those jeans off, took them right back out of the dressing room, hung them up, and I left. So it's not that temptation does not arise, or you see a piece of furniture or new vehicle maybe, just things that you might want to purchase. But like I said, you always ask yourself, is this something I need, or is this something that I want? And not saying that you can't get things you want, because I will still get things that I want occasionally. But to create debt for myself is something I'm not willing to do. So I just paid off 2 major credit cards recently, and I feel so good to know that I'm slowly chopping away at this debt, and one day God gives me time, I'm going to be debt free, and I'll be able to just be proud of myself for sticking to my goals. And that's what's important to me, because I have this life that I'm creating, and I want it to be as easy as possible. So I thought I'd share that with you all. Hope you all are having a good day, and as I stated before, good weekend. And if I don't get a chance to talk to you all before the holiday again, I hope that you all are well and safe. And this should be the second video that you should have seen. The first one should be the mindfulness and minimalism, and then this one dealing with balancing your lifestyle, with a relationship. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Remember, I love you. Peace, and I'll see you real soon. Bye for now.